Hey, what's up, everybody? Just here, wanted to document my current setup that I'm riding every day and finish building. Oh, geez. Well, I'm always building it, just put some new pedals, but mainly built it, oh gosh, for the final few months of last season. Put it away around December. Now it's just April, Eclipse Day, and we're back rocking again. So I built a few rides last season, and this one I'm really in love with. It's pretty much do everything mountain bike from Yeti, and it's got the 27.5-inch wheels, which I really like. Doing mullet setups, and used to ride 26, of course, but it's just a little more playful than the 29, and so I've definitely switched and changed a lot of parts, experimented with a lot of stuff, but this is something I'm really fond of and enjoy taking to the trails as well as the urban assault missions. So what I started with was the Yeti SB5 carbon fiber frame in a size large, and it is something I'm really fond of, but the tricky part was it had the 142 spacing in the back, so not boost. And one of the hardest things I had to go through was finding a driver that could hold the SRAM Eagle Axis cassette, which I wanted to run, and I have found in this Chris King R45 hub with, I want to say, the XDR drive shell, so I could run the Rainbow cassette. I was able to luck into a Chris King 27.5-inch carbon rear wheel, and it had the 148 boost spacing on it. So I had to remove that hub and relaced it to this midnight blue 142 hub, and I'm just in love with it, and she's screaming, and we're getting it broken in nicely. As we stay in this section of the bike, I'll mention a little bit more about the Yeti frame and why I like it. It is made in Golden, Colorado, which is something I find awesome, and they use the Switch Infinity Link, which I feel pedals really well as takes hits nice. Now, what is the Switch Infinity Link? It is a component from Fox, which has Kashima coated stanchions similar to what is on your Fox forks, such as a Fox Factory fork up front. The little stanchions work in unison with the rear shock, which I ended up changing. I had the air shock on there and decided to go with a RockShox Vivid and piggyback system here, which I'm loving, and still pedals great, but you get a lot of cushion and you can hit stuff hard with this. So frame comes with a Switch Infinity Link as seen here, and it's been working well. Keep it serviced with the Yeti grease gun, and it's not so bad. I was able to fit the wheel, which is what I wanted to run. I was running an older boost or non-boost hub and hoop, but I got the Chris King built up, so I'm very proud of this with that Chris King Midnight Blue hub. So attached to that, we went with the the SRAM Eagle XX Rainbow cassette in a 12-speed configuration. And then I have the BergTech axle, which ended up working just fine here. You can see that. There was another part where I could run it on the 148 spacing, but as you can see, she threads right in, and that worked. SRAM Eagle Axis XX wireless shifting in the back. I got this from a buddy who owns a bike shop, and installed that with the oval chainring up front, and I am saying she is a 30 tooth, could be 32, I should really know that one, but I switched chain rings, and that I want to say is probably wolf tooth. Just recently installed these crank arms, which are from a company called 5Dev, and it's a fifth axis machining company out of California, which I really wanted to support. So I got the 5-dev crank arms here in a 172.5 millimeter, and I just recently installed the Enduro pedal. I had Shimano Saints, which I just love, but these are a bit lighter and have great traction with the pins that they included, the 5-dev Enduro pedal. So we're running that. I've got a dub bottom bracket, and luckily enough, Kogel was able to give me a nice deal on a ceramic BB 86/92 cross bottom bracket ceramic that I am going to install very soon. But as of now, we're running a good old SRAM dub BB with no creaking and no issues. You've got on the Yeti frames press fit bottom brackets, and it has been a dream. I haven't had any issues with creaking. They go in, go out, you grease them, press in nice with the proper drift kit. It's just something, which is something that Kogel supplied me with also for my new BB when I install that. Yeti had little doodads such as this for when you're throwing it in a truck or going up lifts, and I installed that on the frame for protection. Just looking at the frame, she is a couple years older, but I'm just in love with her. She's a large, which fits me just right. This front fork is a Fox Factory 36, which I was running on a mini mullet end of last season that I had built. We ended up cutting the steer tube so it just fits this intense stem, and I wanted to run the titanium 5-dev stem, which is sitting at home or in my office, next to my sports store. So I'm gonna need a longer steer tube to accommodate for the upgrade of the 5-dev stem, which will just be some more bike art and pretty sweet. Staying with Made in America stuff, Chris King headset. We've got the drop set here. I want to call it drop set 3 if I'm not mistaken. There she is, drop set. So I went with an NV M9 carbon handlebar, which is pretty sick. It pulls real good, just feels really nice ripping on that, and no issues. I believe 31.8 is the size, and I love it. For brakes, the TRP DHR Evo system has been really great, and I was running 108 millimeter discs, but I did upgrade to the 203. I also upgraded the axle on my Fox 36 factory fork. You can see with this nice BergTech axle, removing the quick release system. So you take this out and there's a little washer and bolt down here, and it kind of pinches in. It went in real nice, and I was happy to upgrade the front axle to something burlier. I really jumped out the window, spent a lot of money on this NV M60 front wheel with a Industry 9 Torch hub. That was on sale for like $900 at Cambria. Yeah, I opened up, what was it called? One of those pay accounts, and I just ripped through it, paid her off. I guess they said $1,500 to $900. Geez, crow on this 27.5 M60. But it's made in America, handmade in the USA, Envy, and proud of that. Went with a, got the little Envy top caps that I can take out valve stems with, which are kind of handy. There are air tags in this bike, so it tracks well, literally and figuratively. We've done also a dropper post, and I was gonna go Fox Factory to kind of match things, but I wanted to be different, so instead I went with a Thompson, and there's a Hope lever here which I found really sick, and it's adjustable, so we'll pop this guy up, boop, and Thompson Elite dropper, which has been really great. Fits just right. She slams down, pops up. Dropper posts are excellent. So that's about it. Little Yeti doodads like that seat clamp you see there that got that off the Yeti's site, along with the change to the Yeti grips from ODI. I had the Vans lock-on grips, which I like a lot. So yeah, that just about does it. But it's so fun building bikes, and I wanted to share this, my build. And amazingly, I'm pretty much done. I'll install that bottom bracket and possibly do the stem, and this thing's pretty pimped. So just wanted to show it to you guys. All right, hope you get out there. Hope you all get out there and build your dreams. Have a lot of fun. Ride every day. Just, it's good for the heart. It's good for the soul. Thanks, everybody. This is the eclipse day, so we're gonna see that eclipse in a couple hours. Peace.